Hey everybody, it's Kathleen Kirk, coach with the Recruiter U. In some niches, candidates are king in this marketplace today. And if we can't connect with candidates that are open to considering new opportunities, candidates truly willing to change jobs, we can't find what our clients need. And if we can't find what our clients need, we can't make placements. That's a problem. But when you can, and when you do connect with these candidates, we can have a conversation, we can have a dialogue, we can ask, we can listen to understand what their hopes and dreams are, what their motivations are, what their priorities are. And that's what we have to make happen if we're going to get clients what they need, which means we can make placements, avoiding turn downs and no-shows. I was talking to our client, Kate Clayton, the other day, who had just lost. She'd gotten a turn down from a candidate she'd known for years. And the offer that she got the candidate was $20,000 higher than the candidate had said they accept. Painful. I've been there. I suspect you may be able to relate to that. When we did the post-mortem, Clayton got clear that she'd operated on assumptions. Clayton had reconnected with this candidate via email. She'd known them for a long time. They already had a history. They already had a relationship. She reconnected with the candidate via email. They'd written back and forth frequently. The deal had moved along quickly. And it moved along quickly, as it turned out, based on a lot of assumptions. And frankly, based on speculative answers to what were probably unasked questions. Here are the highlights that came out of the postmortem that Clayton says were her learnings. Number one, always reach out to a prospective candidate for a conversation. Not reaching out asking them, hey, does this job interest you? You want to talk about this? Reach out. What you're closing for, the action step, is a conversation. So it's about a conversation, not about a particular opportunity. And if the marketplace reality is that people are hesitant or uncertain about making a move, as some people are right now, acknowledge it. Be authentic. That's what you're hearing. And acknowledge, I get it. In this time, this is what you'd be saying to a candidate. In this time, some people are really anxious or uncomfortable about possibly making a move. I get it. Let's have a conversation, decide if or if not, it makes sense to talk in more detail about a particular project. But you're relating to that person in terms of what might be very real for them, that they're uncertain, they're uncomfortable. So use that as the starting point, a relevance, before you even go any further into talking in more detail about a project. And introduce the possibility that even in our current environment, some people are discovering job possibilities, career possibilities that are even better than they thought possible. And that you're only proposing a conversation to explore that possibility. And be sure to close for an action. And the action in this case is that conversation, that dialogue, not their interest in the job. So in working with Clayton, what we did was we laid out a sequence of calls and emails that she can implement on a consistent basis, over and over and over again for every project. Consistent, multiple touch points, a cadence that had a sequence to it. Because consistency, frankly, is really the key to stepping off the roller coaster revenue ride and producing consistent revenue that you can rely on and count on. So we built a cadence that includes these multiple touch points. We looked at the message in each of those touch points to help to generate this consistent flow of candidate conversations. It's going to help her get more sendouts. It's going to help her make more placements. So remember that any niche is at any moment typically candidate or client driven, and it varies by niche and it shifts with time. When you track metrics, you'll start to notice the changes more quickly and be able to be agile and adapt. So if you're frustrated by not being able to connect with candidates, or you feel as though you're not getting responses, you're not getting open rates, you're not getting hits back, it might make sense to look at how you're reaching out, how frequently you're reaching out, and what your messages are, so that you're connecting around relevance and generating a next step, which is a conversation, a two-way dialogue. So if that's important to you, you know what? We'll schedule a time to chat. Fill out the form below. And if it makes sense, we'll schedule a time to chat. I hope this has been helpful. I'll talk to you soon.